Hi there and welcome to this week's Angel Reading with Rachel Scoltock. I'm going to be pulling 4 cards for you for the week ahead. Well, actually, I'm going to make it for the 10 days ahead, so give myself a couple of days off over Christmas. And I'm working with the Keepers of the Light deck, which are a lovely deck from Kyle Gray, and also the Archangel Michael deck, one of my favourites from Doreen Virtue. So welcome to this week's reading. And hasn't the energy been really full on? It's been really, really intense, and you can't be blamed if you've been feeling a little bit uncertain, a little bit wobbly emotionally. If you feel like you're going over old patterns again and you're thinking, my goodness, I thought I dealt with this and here it is again. Well, apparently, not only are the planets aligning in a certain way that are helping us to deal with unfinished business from the past year, particularly from around the time of the August eclipses. So if you feel like you're going over old patterns or you're finding it hard to let go of something that you were dealing with this year, then don't worry. I'm going to help you to release whatever you feel is pulling you down. And also I want you to take heart, because it's a difficult time for a lot of people. And if you are sensitive, if you consider yourself to be a healer, compassionate, concerned about the world and the needs of others, if you're an empath, a light worker, then please know that at this time, not only you are releasing and dealing with whatever you're dealing with, but so is the entire world. And some people are doing it consciously and some people are doing it unconsciously. And some people aren't even realizing they're doing it. They're just taking it out on other people, or they're not processing it. And so part of the job of people who are awake and aware and concerned is that you may have agreed to be carrying the heaviness, processing the heaviness on behalf of others, past and present. And so therefore you may be carrying a heavier burden than you realize. But it's okay. You can let it go. You can let it go. And I believe that many of us have sort of signed a cosmic contract. You know, we agreed to be here on the planet at this time of massive change as we're going through huge shifts. And haven't those shifts been incredible? You know, they've brought about actual social change and personal changes as well. So we're dealing with it on the small level inside ourselves, but we're dealing with it on the bigger level. I don't know if you can see over my shoulder, but there's Bear. He's in on the video today, which is really lovely. Aren't we blessed? So I wasn't surprised when I pulled this card for you. Now, this is the Cosmic Gateway. It's Horus, and it comes from the Keepers of the Light deck. And it's talking about this cosmic gateway. So whether we talk about the planets, I'm not an astrologer, I can't pretend to be, but I do research a little bit, especially when things are really intense. So what I'm saying to you is that all of this, the planetary, the emotional, the energy shifts, all the things that are happening are linked in to the opening of this huge cosmic gateway. So we're going into a new reality. We're stepping into a new energy in the coming days. And it's all happening around the 21st and the 22nd of December. So it's like you are leaving something behind. So it's like you're walking out of an old reality into a new one. And so, of course, when you are sort of looking at the old one, there's nothing new to see there. So it can feel like you're trapped. You feel stifled. You feel like there's no hope. There's no options. That, you know, it all feels old and yucky. And not only that, you're dealing with the emotions that you haven't dealt with. So if you've been stuffing them down, or you just sort of went, I'm too busy, I can't deal with that, then those emotions are coming up right now. It's all bubbling to the surface, and that's what you're having to release and process at the moment, as well as other people's. So don't be alarmed if you're feeling this sense of everything's yuck. It's not. It's just, it's an ending, and then this new doorway is going to open, and there will be the new opportunities, the new gifts, the manifestations, the new energy, and it's going to feel a whole lot better. So things are going to improve. It's been a tough year for so many people because we've had to go through so many changes. We've had to shed so many skins. We've had to face our old fears and our mental, emotional blocks. You know, sometimes we believe in things that don't serve us. And so those things might be illusions, they might be fantasies, but for whatever reason, we've had to face those things this year and recognize that they don't serve us, and expand our consciousness so that we can move forward. And very much a key message from all of this, from your angels, is that it's about believing in yourself and recognizing your true power. So, of course, when we feel depressed and anxious, afraid, stuck, that's a feeling of not having any power. And it's the same feeling that we get when we're cut off from our divine source. So our divine source and our angels, divine spirit, the light that is within and around us, is never disconnected from us. It's just our awareness of that connection seems to be disconnected because we focus on something else. We're focusing on the negatives. We're focusing on our fears. And that looks like a big, like a big ball of yuckiness in a pipe. It's not that the energy has gone away. It's just that this big ball of black energy that we have to deal with needs to be dissolved, needs to be removed or released, so that we can then reconnect to our divine source. So what the big message that I have for you this week, that the angels have been giving me to give to you, is to call on the light. So I think in this day and age, we forget to call on our angels, even with all the awareness that's out there, all the books, all the information and the teachers. I think we all sometimes forget to call on our angels, to pray for help, to draw in the light in the moments when we feel most afraid. And that's understandable. But I think that part of that is a little bit of laziness, or it's sort of an assumption. We kind of assume they're already there, and why aren't they helping us? And what the angels said to me was that we have the responsibility as spiritual beings having a physical experience. We're on the physical plane. We're living this physical experience in this duality where fear exists. The angels aren't living on this plane with us. They're still in their reality, even though they're helping us and they understand. And they can definitely help us. We have the responsibility to draw in the divine energy, to call on the light whenever we sense darkness. So whether that darkness is happening in your personal life, whether it's like an argument with somebody, or you feel a loss, or you feel rejected, or you feel hopeless or depressed, or an old memory has come up, heartbroken, whatever, that energy is your awareness of darkness, of fear, of something that's opposite to what you want to feel. So then call on the light. That's what's going to resolve it, calling on the light. Now, the light might illuminate your mind and give you an idea. The light might help you to see the path out so that you can heal it. The light might guide you to a healer or to a book or to something else it might just create a miracle, and boom, something happens and solves your situation. That's not unheard of. But whatever you're doing, you are the one, that's what I want to get through to you, is you are the one that has to call it in. So, and calling it in, I think we sort of feel like the angels are a bit like an app. Like, we've got the app, we've downloaded it, we've read a couple of books, we know the angels are there. Why aren't they helping us? But that's not what their job is. Their job is to respond to our calls and to also be directed by us. So let's do a little healing now and call on the light for whatever you might be feeling, whatever you might be dealing with. And I want you to call on this whenever you feel uncomfortable, whenever you feel the energy changes. You might be feeling good 1 minute, you might then all of a sudden feel yucky, or something might enter the room. And what we're really doing is calling on the divine presence, because that presence changes everything. It illuminates parts of you, awakens you, and things change miraculously. We step out of the darkness into the light. We stop choosing fear, we choose peace. So just sit comfortably. Maybe put your hands over your heart chakra or have them open beside you. So I'm going to do a bit of both. And allow me to call in the light for you. And I want you to do it with me, because you are a whole person. You can do this. This is part of your job. So, divine spirit, Holy Spirit, beings of light, including the archangels, Michael and Raphael, including our guardian angels, the guardian angels are for everybody listening and watching here. I call on my guardian angels. I call on the beings of light that guide me. I call on the divine spirit and Archangel Michael. To this situation, please pour out your light. I am calling on the presence of God in this moment. Please enter and fill up my heart. Please heal me and wash away any energies of fear, lower energies, any energies that are not of the light. I ask you to take over my mind, to fill it with light and tune me into the presence of love. I draw you now into my home, my office, my workplace, to my loved ones, to my pets. I call on the presence of light and love to the world, to the planet, wherever it is needed, wherever I direct it. I ask for light and healing, guidance and protection. Thank you, angels. Thank you, Divine Spirit, for always being with me and available whenever I call on you. And take a deep breath and hold that breath for 5 seconds and then let go. So big deep breath in and go. And then I want you to imagine that you can place into a bubble anything that you're struggling with right now. Imagine placing that person, that relationship, that career, that issue, whatever it is that you're struggling with that keeps bothering you. Put it into the bubble. And I want you to imagine that inside your body is a big tangled ball of wool. And that big tangled ball of wool represents your confusion, your attachment, all of the suffering energies that you've got around this problem. So I want you to, whether you think it's in your heart, your stomach, your head, when you take out that big tangled ball of wool, put that in the bubble as well. And take some deep breaths and say, angels, Divine Spirit, I give this to you. I no longer wish to wrestle with this energy. I release my emotional and energetic attachment to it. And I trust in you for guidance and healing and protection. Thank you. I'm now letting this go. And you're not giving up. You're not saying, I don't want to see that person again. You might be, but you don't have to. You don't have to be completely letting go of your love. What you're letting go of is your energetic, fear-based attachment, which is the big, messy ball of wool. Give it to God and the angels, let them deal with it. So take some deep breaths. And imagine that bubble and all of that stuff just disappearing or shrinking. It's you letting it go. And now we're surrounding you in golden light. And the presence of light and God is with you. The angels are with you. So you can do this anytime. You don't have to take as long as I just did. Just take a few moments. I call on the light. I call on the angels to this situation. The presence of the divine is here. That's all you need to do. And your guidance might be, step away. Go somewhere else. Read a book. It doesn't matter. What's important is that you have changed the energy. So I've got a couple of cards here for you from Archangel Michael deck, Adoring Virtue. So this card, you probably can't see it because I've lit up a bit more this time. Detach from the situation. That's what we just did. Detach from whatever is stressing you. Detach from the problem and walk away and do something else. It might be do your work, do something creative, go for a walk, watch a movie, whatever it takes for you to unhitch your mind from whatever you're struggling with. Know that this is going on in a big picture. So you don't have to figure it all out and work it all out. What's important is that you take care of you. And then you've got the energy to give to others. You've got the energy to be kind, to be loving, to be grateful. But when you're immersed in that powerlessness, all your energy just drains away instantly. So the Archangel Michael is saying, I will help you detach from this situation. I've said it before, prayer is a technology. This says prayer will help this situation. Prayer is a technology. Put your hands together and pray. Ask for help. Call on the divine light. Ask for healing. Ask to be relieved of whatever is burdening you. It's your instant connection. It's like Wi-Fi on your computer. You can't get on the internet if your computer is not connected. You can't draw in the divine source unless you pray. You can't call on help unless you're praying. So another reminder. And the final card is energy healing work. So the angels are really saying to us this week that we are the power. We are the angels that we've been looking for. The angels are there, of course. Divine angels are there. But you are the one that's in the physical form. You've got the voice. You've got the mind. You've got the hands. You've got the legs. You've got everything that you need. You have to be the one that brings this energy in. And, you know, energy healing work is about replacing fear with love. So you start to send light to any situation that is shrouded in fear, then that's going to start to feel better immediately. I'm also getting a message for you right now that is saying that it's really important for you to energetically cleanse yourself. So you might want to use a sage, you know, dried sage, and use the smoke from the sage to waft through your aura. Walk on the beach, let the ocean, the salt water and the salt air cleanse your energy, and do that with intention and breath. You can have an energy healer work with you to clear your energy. It's as if there's layers and layers and layers of heavy energy that are coming from not just yourself and the people that you interact with daily, but also from mass consciousness. And you may be feeling weighed down by that. I definitely know that when we go into shopping centres and hospitals and bars and places like that where there's been a lot of energy, that can make you feel heavy and unwell and as if you're looking through a murky curtain, you know. So it's really important to be conscious of how your energy is feeling and to cleanse it. A sea salt bath, Epsom salts, you know, a meditation with white light. There's a free one on my website. If you go there now, you can sign up for it and you'll get that free meditation to clear your energy. So do your energy healing work. That will get you through this gateway, but it will also help you with the Christmas season and all of the, you know, the stuff that can come with that. And it's not to say that it won't be a joy, but sometimes we eat too much or we interact too much, and that can sort of leave us feeling like we've got a hangover. So wishing you a wonderful Christmas, a peaceful Christmas. That's my wish for you. Peace and love, and really connecting into yourself and to that light. And I will be talking to you in the coming days. As I said, I won't do one on the Monday of Christmas, but I'll probably do one a video a little bit later. If you'd like to get in contact, I'm doing yearly readings right now, so you can book a forecast reading. I'll record it for you and email it to you for the year ahead. You can ask about your love life, your career, your finances, all of the above and more. And I'll pull some cards for you for the year ahead. And I've also got a special offer with both of my books, Loving Your Sensitive Self, a guide for protecting and clearing your energy, and also My Life with Angels, my memoir, and also a guide as to how you can connect to your angels for healing and wisdom. They're on sale at the moment. You can buy both together and have free shipping. So, and I'll put a couple of angel cards in for you as well. So take care, and I will see you soon. Angel blessings.